What's going on, guys? Hope you're doing okay. Yesterday I went to the nice side of town, the upper middle class side of town, the fancy houses, the college campus, you name it, fancy side of town. And when I was a kid, I used to not like that side of town. I used to look down on people there. I used to say, oh, these guys are snobby, they're lucky, they're privileged, they get whatever they want, they're driving fancy cars, living in fancy homes, doing fancy things, and going out to eat. I used to envy them. Nowadays, my point of view has changed. I don't envy them. If anything, I feel sorry for them. When you take their fancy house and what they owe on it, take their fancy car and what they own on it, and subtract it by what they have in their bank account, they come out negative. To me, that's not rich. That's not doing okay. That's not wealthy. Okay? I feel sorry for them. And they look down upon dude living in a trailer. The homeboy in the trailer has no debt. So, who's truly the rich one here? Who's the one with the surplus? Is it the guy on the nice side of town with the fancy home, the fancy car? That's what school taught us we needed to be. We need to be those people on the nice side of town. Those people with the fancy cars and the fancy houses. They made it. Making the mortgage payments. And what do they complain about every month? The mortgage payment, the car payment, the interest, the insurance. Oh my gosh, it's such a headache. Guys, they tell you, don't grow up. Enjoy it while you're young, because it only gets worse from here on in. But that's who school taught us we need to be like. We need to be those fancy people, you know. Oh, and don't forget student loan debts. You don't want to be Simple Bob living in a trailer, you know, doing some construction. But guess what? Simple Bob out there took 3 months off work. When was the last time Robert professor from the university took 3 months off? Well, besides summer break if he has that. But, you know, what about, you know, your lawyers, your engineers? When do they take 3 months off and not have to worry about anything? And, but, you know, that's the problem. When you owe more money, you have less time, less freedom. And that's what school teaches us. It teaches us we need to be in so much debt that we can't breathe. God forbid we take 3-4 months off, 6 months off. Oh my gosh, you're going to be starving. The minute you lose your job, oh, unemployment, please. We need your help, and I need to start borrowing money from my uncles so I can continue my house payment. What kind of a life is that, man? Anyway, that's just my thought on it. Remember, live a simple life. If you're making good money, save it, invest it. You don't need to change your lifestyle just because you're making more money, okay? There's nothing wrong with your life. There's nothing wrong with your family, okay? Unless, of course, when it comes to safety, safety first, okay? It doesn't matter how much money you have in the bank account. If you're not living safely, then, hey, well, what's the point, okay? But anyway, have a good night. Have a good one. I'll see you ladies later. Bye-bye.